Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Elias Gallegos, the face of Fox, and I'm in for Kristen Van Dyke today.
And this is New Mexico style. Still just a beat off on that air drum.
I will get it.
You'll get it one of these days. How's your Thursday morning shaping up so far?
Ship shape.
Ship shape. Top.
That's right. Or ship out. That's the way I was raised.
You know, it's so funny when you say like things like that. I was thinking about this morning when I was blowing my hair. I was thinking it's interesting how if somebody, and I've said this before, if somebody comes from another country and they're learning the English language, they're learning how to speak English, there are so many comments and things that we say that make absolutely no sense. Because I was thinking, well, it's neither here nor there. To somebody who doesn't understand it, they would think, what does that mean? If it's not here, it's not there, then where is it? Or, you know,
it's neither here nor there.
Or the pot calling the kettle black. Well, I've been to Bed Bath & Beyond, and there are red kettles, pink kettles, white kettles, all kinds of kettles. Doesn't make sense. Then I was thinking about when you have a lot to do and you say, I've just got a lot on my plate. People are going to be confused if you're not in a kitchen. I mean, I could do this for an hour.
Confusing, yes.
I'm going to work on a stand-up act.
Chores for choir. That's a tough one too.
Yes, it's very difficult. Okay, well, here's something that's not difficult is going to Santa Fe, your hometown, of course. And Elias, your hometown, this is really good news, won a Best of the Road award sponsored by Rand McNally and USA Today.
Yes, Santa Fe won the best food category, beating out 700 other cities. That's a pretty big deal.
That's huge. The win actually means that Santa Fe will be featured in the 2014 Rand McNally Road Atlas and on USA Today's travel site. So pretty. Okay, I have to ask you, you grew up there, you know, you moved away, you came back, so you know that town probably better than anybody. What's your favorite restaurant in Santa Fe?
I love Tesuque Market, obviously. I love Blue Corn. I love Maria's. But
you like the margaritas there, right?
I've heard they have those there. But I'm going to mix it up, and with the shocker, I love Bert's Burger Bowl.
Oh, is that the one that the guys from Episote?
Yes.
Yes, I loved that place.
Get a buffalo burger? You can't do that too many places, so.
I second that. Kenny and I actually had a burger there on a shoot when we were working with over at Episote, and they took us over, and I give it a thumbs up as well.
Well, speaking of food, PETA, who is notoriously hard to please, is apparently pleased with the food at our Isotopes Park.
That's right, because for the 6th straight year, the animal rights group has ranked Isotopes Park as one of the top 10 vegetarian-friendly ballparks in the minor league, due to the veggie burgers and the veggie hot dogs that are sold at concession stands. Well, that's nice that there's something for everyone.
Yes, who doesn't like a dog at the ballpark?
Well, I'm personally not a veggie dog girl. If I'm gonna go for a hot dog, I'm gonna go for a hot dog. But I will say there are a lot of people out there, and whether it's due to their choices or whether it's just due to their dietary needs, I think it's wonderful to have that option so they can still enjoy America's favorite pastime with a hot dog.
If you pile enough accoutrements on your veggie dog.
Fancy, Elias.
I mean, maybe I just eat too fast. I wouldn't notice.
Okay, do you like mustard? Sauerkraut, what the whole
mustard, onions, and relish. That's my standard.
I go for just the sauerkraut.
I used to be hooked on Dodger dogs.
What's that? Oh, the Dodger dogs. I thought you said a daughter dog. What's a daughter dog? Yes, Dodger dogs are good. But now you can go to Isotopes Field. You can know that whether or not you eat meat, you can still enjoy that. So
I love Isotopes Park.
I know somebody who also likes a good burger or hot dog now and then. She and I like our food. Yes, indeed. Let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning. You said it. You guys are making me hungry again. What is it?
Isotope Park.
We're always talking about food in the morning, whether it's on the morning news on Channel 13 or here.
I know.
Yeah, I could go for a nice juicy hot dog.
Ever put your French fries on the hot dog bun and eat the fries like a part of the sandwich? That's the way that you gotta do it.
Oh yeah, that does sound good. I like pickles in mine. I don't know if that's like Chicago style or.
That's good too.
Yeah.
We can start our whole own hot dog stand.
All right, let's move on to more important stuff to talk about. We got a lot of news to get to this morning. Police now telling us that everyone involved in the deadly shooting at a 7-Eleven in Albuquerque is now behind bars, including Eloy Aguilar. He is the guy detectives say shot and killed an innocent worker at the convenience store. Now, he is actually expected to face a judge this afternoon. Investigators say Aguilar, this man here, was with 2 other men, his friends, a guy by the name of Dylan Villarreal and Julian de Herrera, in a plot to rob the store and a van full of people outside. This all went down on an early Tuesday morning. All 3 suspects went to West Mesa High School, and they did not have any serious criminal record, at least not prior to this. The victim, this man here, a clerk, Chad Mercer, was an Army veteran and had 3 children. The suspects in this case are all now facing murder charges. Hundreds of teachers want some big changes this morning, and they're making it known loud and clear.
What do we want?
Reform!
When do we want it?
Now!
These teachers were in Santa Fe protesting yesterday because the state wants to change the way teachers are evaluated. You see, right now, principals are graded on how principals grade how teachers do in the classroom. But the Department of Education wants to make student test scores part of the teachers' evaluations. Now, teachers don't like that, saying that it would force them to focus on testing rather than on actual teaching.
They're asking us to curtail the amount of education that we give kids. So now it's about memorization, not thinking. And I think that's detrimental to the kids' development.
Both sides do agree on one thing, that the way teachers are evaluated today is a bit outdated. As you already know, talking on your cell phone while driving is against the law in Albuquerque. That is, unless you are using a hands-free device. But a lot of people apparently lately have not been following this rule, and this morning police are cracking down. We first told you about this yesterday. Police are doing a big text and talking crackdown for the next 2 weeks. Yesterday, they were over on the corner of San Mateo and Montgomery, where they handed out about 30 citations. The fine for a first offense is $100, but if it's your second, guess what? It's going to jump up to $200. You may want to make room in your freezer for some extra meat, because prices for beef and pork are expected to drop in the coming weeks. That's because farmers are expected to have to slaughter their own herd because it's becoming too expensive to feed the cattle. A severe drought in the Midwest has set the price of livestock feed soaring. But experts say the price drop may only last until the end of the year. Remember the cat, Meow, that we've been telling you about recently? That's a Santa Fe fat cat that got national attention, became this national celebrity, but then died because of obesity. Well, it turns out he isn't the only fat cat that has been showing up at a New Mexico shelter. Animal Humane has an entire room where overweight felines are sent to slim down. Check it out. Right now, 8 seriously chubby cats who have been surrendered by their owners are there.
Our biggest cat right now is Gibson. He came in at 30 pounds.
Wow, well, 30 pounds, that's equivalent of a 300-pound human, they tell us. And all the cats in the fat cat room are in what's called the Feline Fit program. It's basically the cat version of The Biggest Loser, complete with a healthy diet, regular exercise, and daily weigh-in. You know, yeah, it is a little comical, but, you know, hey, they're trying to do something to help these little cats. The cats are up for adoption, by the way, if you'd like to help out. And they do come with a special price for you, and they'll give you some special food to keep them on a healthy route to lose some of that weight. All right, that wraps it up for your Thursday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Elias, Nikki, sending it back to you.
I guess you heard us laugh about that. Got a little chuckle out of us with The Biggest Loser for the cats. Hey, everybody's got to stay healthy. It doesn't matter.
So
cat,
true.
dog, person, what?
So true.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Elizabeth. Okay, well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, the nominees for the 64th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards, I had to say it like that, have just been announced, and we're so happy to report that Breaking Bad's Bryan Cranston has been nominated for a Best Actor in a Drama.
For lead.
Yay!
The Emmys will be handed out September 23rd at the Nokia Theater in Los Angeles, which is a really cool theater.
Yeah, the Nokia Theater is amazing. And you can see this literally just happened, guys. So if you're just waking up, hopefully we're the first to break to break the good news. And this is great news. In fact, I want to mention that Breaking Bad is really one of the top shows. In fact, Mad Men, 30 Rock, Boardwalk Empire, Game of Thrones, and Breaking Bad are some of the top in their categories. Breaking Bad is actually nominated for Best Drama Series as well, the show itself.
Yes.
And not only Bryan Cranston, as far as the actors go, we're pleased to report that 3 other major actors on the show.
Who are they, Nikki?
They are Anna Gunn as Skylar
You love
White.
Anna Gunn. She's a Santa Fe native.
She is, and she's nominated for Best Supporting Drama Actress in a Drama Series, and for Supporting Actor in a Drama Series.
Aaron Paul,
and one of our favorites, Giancarlo Esposito. Oh my
Nice
God.
guy.
fantastic to see that. And just to give you a little comedy, tell them some of the good comedy ones.
Some of our comedy, let's see, where's my
Curb
comedy?
Your Enthusiasm,
I
hysterical.
love The Big Bang Theory, of course, CBS. Girls on HBO, Modern Family, which is hilarious.
I knew that was going to get nominated. And 30 Rock once again.
30 Rock. And Veep.
Veep. You know, I've never seen Veep. Have you seen Veep?
I have not seen Veep, but apparently I'm missing out, and so are you.
I don't even know anything about it. I thought it was called Beep. Okay,
it's not Selena Gomez.
It's not the Selena Gomez song. So I'm going to check that out.
Okay.
Also, happy to report that John Cryer on our KRQE station over at 2.5 Men, he is nominated for Best Comedy Actor.
Still doing well.
And love Don Cheadle in House of Lies, and Larry David as himself, of course, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry David, I love you.
Love that show. If you haven't watched that, it's a great show to go buy on DVD.
Yeah.
Watch the series. You're just going to laugh. It's funny. It's so
I'm laughing
funny.
just thinking about it.
I know, right? And just to give you a little other exciting thing, Aaron Paul and Giancarlo are going up against Brendan Coyle from Downtown Abbey, as well as Jim Carter, Peter Dinklage in Game of Thrones, and Jared Harris, and he plays Lane Price in Mad Men.
Some good company to be in.
Very exciting. And of course, we'll keep you posted as we get closer to the Emmys. In the meantime, going back to a little Breaking Bad news, this is exciting because fans will be happy to know, get this, the show's creator, Vince Gilligan, is toying with the idea of a spin-off. And that spin-off would feature crooked but lovable lawyer Saul Goodman. Isn't that cool?
Yes. Season 5 is officially the last season of Breaking Bad, but the 16 episodes will be split into 2 seasons, which, you know, it's great for local crew members, actors, and of course the economy here in New Mexico, because it spreads out the work over 2 years, obviously.
Exactly, yeah, great for the people working on it, and great for the viewers who get an extra season. And I remember talking about this before and saying, I remember they did that with The Sopranos, because we were so upset it was ending, they gave it that extra, the break to give us the final season. Sex and the City did the same thing, and highly successful choice, so that's cool.
People are definitely hooked on Breaking Bad.
No doubt, and we're not going to break up with them anytime soon. Okay, now speaking from TV, now going to movies.
The big screen.
The big screen. The Dark Knight Rises hits theaters this weekend, but if you can't wait, you can catch a sneak peek at midnight tonight at a couple of theaters in Albuquerque.
Yes, I'm excited about this. The much anticipated upcoming installment of the latest Batman series is sure to be a hit at the box office. And Fox's William La Jeunesse has the details.
There's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne.
Director Chris Nolan's third and final Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, has a lot to live up to, with his 2 previous films posting record-breaking numbers.
I swore that I would protect you.
The story of the billionaire-turned-superhero crime fighter picks up 8 years later, as a peaceful Gotham City is disrupted when a new terrorist emerges, bringing the Caped Crusader out of retirement.
When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die.
Star Christian Bale had mixed feelings when the movie wrapped.
Especially that moment when I was taking the cowl off for the very last time. Yeah, you know, very bittersweet. You know, nice to be able to pop an Advil and get rid of the headache. But you know, that was the short-term pleasure. But the long-term of, well, this has meant a great deal to me. It's meant a great deal to me in terms of my career, in terms of my life, in terms of my family's life, etc. And this is it.
You're not Batman anymore.
Not so for Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman.
Actors don't cry at the end of a movie. They want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start something else.
Yeah, start something else. Read a script.
Another warned me about getting into cars with strange men.
This isn't a car.
Playing Catwoman and co-starring next in Les Miserables, Anne Hathaway feels like she's on a roll.
There were 2 iconic roles back to back. So definitely, but if you can't trust Chris Nolan to guide you through Batman, I don't know who you can trust.
And the debate continues over which co-star actually was the body mold for Batman's tight-fitting suit.
That is the mold of Michael's body on the upper half and mine on the bottom half.
But it just goes in like a... It goes in like they take the air out and it sucks in, and you wind up with the shape. And that's mine.
I did the mold for Anne's.
I'm adaptable.
In Hollywood, William La Jeunesse, Fox News.
That looks so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, actually, the Batman suit, they used my elbows.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's my elbows in that suit.
I thought it was your abs.
Not many people...
Didn't they use your abs too?
Well, they...
You love that I said that, don't you?
Thank you.
You know, we're both actors, right? We've both done movies and theater and film and television. And so, you know, I was curious what you think, listening to the actors talk about when you work on a role for so long and you get so invested in that role and that character. Do you feel when you walk away from a part that you feel bittersweet, or do you feel like you miss it, or do you feel like you're ready for the next thing?
I feel like you're ready for the next thing. I mean, I've never had the fortune of having a role like that where I had to walk away from, but I definitely, you know, there's no rush for an actor. Believe me, when you get that call from your agent and they get you have your script to read, I don't care what time it is. I'll put a pot of coffee on, and I'll stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, and I'll read that over and over and over till I fall asleep.
You get this thing out, the highlighter, ASAP. Let's go to it.
Yeah, it's, you know, I think, you know, as far as acting goes, every role that you play, there's a part of that person in you, and so it's part of you, and I'd say it's with you forever.
Yes, and I'll tell you, that John Smith, he plays the part of meteorologist quite well, and I know he's going to give us a great idea about what we can expect outside today.
Let's check in.
Let's check in.